set out on an adventure through timeless wisdom with 20 inspiring and potent teachings by the Stoic Seneca. These are not outdated lessons, philosopher. Relics serve as a kind of guiding light, pointing the path to our own development and tenacity in the modern world, regardless of you're either a novice or a wisdom seeker. These teachings will motivate you on your way and direct you. It's not about flawless. Rather, it's about improving each day. Visualize these teachings as keys that unlock. Prepare for a strong and meaningful life. For this journey, as we investigate Serbia's principles in a manner suitable for our contemporary lives, use these teachings on a regular basis and observe them. Illuminate the way to becoming your finest self. Let's get started. It's time to unleash your wisdom. Potential partner, choose your circle carefully. Choose your circle carefully. Serbia emphasized the significance of selecting your sources of inspiration carefully. Seneca emphasized, we can't pick our parents. Us to choose our acquaintances carefully and be a role model by considering the individuals you spend time with the most positive people. And gives you inspiration, or do they down? Selecting with awareness who impacts you is important. It's similar to the your breathing has a profound impact on your health. Thus encircle yourself with people who not only encourage and challenge. Not only do you set an example, these are also the individuals who will direct you toward becoming the person you've always wanted to be. Take up tasks. 2. Look for challenges. Seneca offered a potent concept. Regarding overcoming obstacles, he thought that staying does not lead to true growth. In our cozy, familiar surroundings, life provides opportunities for us to go outside of that comfort. It might be difficult. A fitness objective for a new project that feels a little excessive, or a personal phobia. His point, which we have been dodging, was not to flee from these difficulties yet. He believed that by confronting them directly, we ought to genuinely welcome them with open arms, search for them, as that is where we uncover our actual potential. It's similar to a superhero training ground in the challenging moments when we realize how awesome we are. So next time something unexpected happens in life, confronting your path rather than avoiding it, it suggests confronting it head-on. Accept it and face it, since that's where you get more powerful and exhibit your concealed capacities, as stated by Seneca. Real greatness does not reside in the simple things of life. Sculpted in the searing heat of obstacles, you possess the fortitude. 3 of you watch over your time like a preserve, your time like gold. Cherish the wisdom imparted here. Highlights how important time is. Making comparisons to protecting our most valuable assets, the lesson promotes careful evaluation of way we spend our time every day. The concept is to be careful to make sure that our actions that are consistent with our ideals and aspirations. The fundamental idea is evidently, by effectively using our time, we open doors for personal development and contentment. Consider the times that constitute your priorities in life, and spend your time in a manner that actually important to you, handling every death moment as a valuable resource that must be loved and made use of. Identify 4 areas of empowerment in your self-sufficiency in your answer. Response: life like a roller coaster. Roller coaster packed with surprising puts. This lessons from Seneca into fairly simple but extremely powerful. It doesn't really matter what occurs to you, but how you respond to it. Consider a period of time when things didn't proceed. Did you let it to define you? Or, he says, did you bounce back? Imagine that your superpower is response. Similar to a canvas on which a tale is painted of your life in each circumstance you encounter, to choose your course of action, forming the story of your path through life. Tosses those deceptive curveballs, he recommends, stepping back and breathing. While considering your possible response, that's where with strength and knowledge. When you truly are resilient, you're the capacity to select your reaction even when times are hard. These 5 priorities set the crucial first, the key picture of a busy life. Market teeming with diversions attracting your notice. Seneca here. The recommendation is to accept the items that actually count. It's about more than just a yes or no. Deciding each time you accept an offer, he emphasizes that you're also denying anything else in order to examine your everyday decisions. Are they in line with your desired direction in the long term? He exhorts us to concentrate on what matters most and throw away the "in the grand scheme of things." Relaxation isn't on completing a gazillion things. Quality. Each yes in quantity is similar to a promise you. Remember to make use of your time and efforts. On items that align with your goals and ideals, commit oneself to things that corresponds with your goals and observe how it changes the 6 commands on your journey. Take control of your behavior. Seneca, your acts conveyed a strong thought. Taking responsibility for oneself is essential. To grow personally, it's similar to building a solid base, and the key component is self-control. Then what exactly does that entail? Master yourself. Well, that's not about dictating to people in the vicinity, assuming personal responsibility when presented with attractive or distracting shortcuts, claiming that the true power lies in denying the easy remedies and accepting long-term achievement. Consider it a superpower you are able to acquire to decline quick rewards out of consideration larger, more durable triumphs. Serbia's lesson is evident. Self-mastery is a talent, and simply, like every skill, it becomes more powerful and honed over a period of 7 years. Accept obstacles to growth. Obstacles for overcoming obstacles is similar to doing an exercise for your character. It helps you become stronger, regardless of the difficult physical, a challenging issue to resolve, or managing a difficult relationship. Embracing the difficult tasks is where your actual strength lies. This concept goes beyond simply pushing your body, as well as about fortifying your mind and feelings, as opposed to avoiding challenging circumstances. In this lesson makes you want to shout, "Bring it on!" Accepting obstacles makes you stronger, where your moral fiber grows, and stronger so that the next time around throws a difficult situation to you. Accept it bravely, since that's the location. Your development and evolution take place. 8. Encourage others to be happy. Encourage people to happiness. This is a really great idea. Improving others is equivalent to taking a shortcut to joy. But it's not about making judgments attempting to dominate them. It's more about having a constructive impact on someone who encourages reflection on the influence you have. Are you assisting those around you, people, to become their best selves by raising others? You're not only increasing their expansion while simultaneously enhancing your own. It's like producing a wave of character, positive energy that exceeds your near group, influencing those in your vicinity. Better turns into a means of parting from an enduring legacy of virtue, and the Global 9 cultivate inspiration, develop gratitude. Being appreciative is a great quality, is essential to leading a fulfilling life, even if Seneca avoided discussing it. Essentially, it resembles a hidden gem. In the lesson of Stoic philosophy is to adopt each day and be grateful for what you possess, both tiny joys and large victories. Having thankfulness isn't merely an emotional high. It feels like sunshine all over your heart. When you acknowledge the positive aspects of your existence, is like turning on a light. Gratitude becomes an effective means of donating your inner fortitude and supporting you while optimistic, even under difficult circumstances. It's a prompt to acknowledge the plenty all around you, serving as a compass to lead you. Overcome obstacles with a positive outlook. Accept lifelong learning. 10. Adopt a lifelong learning mindset. Knowledge prods us to take a daily dose of enhancement, and that's the same as enrolling. For an enduring educational journey, it's all about determining if you're on the search for information and abilities that can aid in your growth. This is the issue. Learning is a continuous process. Travel that endures a lifetime. Every bit of information you gather is similar to improving your resilience and flexibility, particularly in an ever-changing world. Imagine it as preparation for something crazy. A constantly shifting environment. You're learning new abilities and delving into a fascinating book, or discovering new encounters that you're basically arming, giving yourself the resources needed to avoid not just endure, but flourish in a world that never stops changing. Fearlessness in adversity. 11. Bravery in vulnerability. Visualize vulnerability as a concealed strength as opposed to a flaw. It's similar to exhibiting courage by recognizing flaws and confronting anxieties. Consider a time when fear kept you from. Apart from being accessible, this lesson is that weakness isn't a means of getting fragility, but a route to true human relationships and development on a personal level when you give yourself permission to be exposed. This year, invite sincerity into your life. Authenticity therefore strengthens your connections and fosters personal. Embracing vulnerability is a sign of resilience.
More than a mere act of bravery, it's a travel toward deep and meaningful relationships and evolving into a more powerful form of yourself. 12. Overcoming obstacles with resilience. Overcoming obstacles to succeed lives are full of difficult moments. Yet here's bargain: rather than considering them to be obstacles, consider them to be personal expansion prospects. Every setback, no, regardless of how difficult it is for you, to becoming more resilient and astute. Envision it as a process of refinement. Amid challenges, your character becomes more refined and you acquire the fortitude required to confront the unknowns of life. So don't just overcome those difficult times and regard them as ways to improve your resilience and perceptive iteration of oneself. 13. Use your reflection power. Utilize reflection's power more than ever. Considered striking pause and pausing. Sana was your day's decisions and objectives, everything about this self-help tool. The short version of routine reflection is similar to using a compass when traveling of self-revelation. By pausing to look back, you discover more about your strengths, weaknesses, and locations where growth is expected. Consider it as a mirror. Utilizing this to reflect your life. Deliberate. You can examine yourself consciously, shifts and proceed gradually in the direction of reaching your greatest potential. It functions similarly to a guidebook for your individual evolution across the basic act of contemplation. 14. Develop a positive attitude, strong mentality. Visualize your ideas as designers of your existence. Seneca highlighted the influence of mentality, the factor influencing our choices and fate. Check the stories currently being told in your Are they inspiring or bogged down in self-doubt? Serbia's knowledge prods us to cultivate a strong mindset with mental exercises. It involves training your mind to highlight solutions rather than issues and chances, rather than barriers. In summary, having a resilient attitude gives you to face obstacles with grace and resolve. Consider it to be a mental exercise, your mind to become your ally in overcoming hardship. That results in a greater self-assurance and resolve you. 15. Hold fast to your principles. Hold fast to your principles and consider your ideals as the direction of your life. Seneca supported the easy concept of living in harmony with these crucial principles. Here is how your values work. Take a moment to introduce yourself to the world, to consider what is most important to you. His message is now clear. When your day-to-day decisions align with these principles, which you truly uphold and deliberately, it's similar to constructing a strong basic. Living in line with your moral principles makes you a morally upright individual who brings purpose and happiness to your life today. Alignment serves as a trustworthy guidance. as one makes their way through the obstacles, guaranteeing a more intentional and satisfying journey. 16. Accept. Adopt a mindful approach to technology. Considering technology carefully in today's considerate in a technologically advanced world, such as having an incredibly great tool at your. The secret is to dispose of this tool carefully. The key is to savor the advantages, while moreover being aware of when to rest. Conceive of your day as a combination of tech time and me time. Technology use occurs when your devices for entertainment or alone time are when you take a mental vacation from the screen. This harmony maintains your thoughts. Consider screen breaks to be happy and healthy. Similar to offering your eyes and mind a little vacation, put the device down, go outside, or engage in a passion project without reminds you that you are in control of the device is not in charge of you. 17. Encourage broad participation. Encourage diversity and inclusiveness in our large, diversified world. View it as forming friendships with a wide range of people. Often think of every individual as a distinct jigsaw piece. And when combined, you make a large, vibrant picture. With this, the lesson is to be receptive to various types of individuals and encounters. When you meet someone who is distinct from you, similar like finding a new addition to your confound, their beliefs, customs, and stories enhance the hues and forms of your life's grand scheme, is similar to possessing a multitude of amazing flavors in each one. Makes your favorite kind of ice cream, it more captivating. So the following time you meet a new person and rejoice at the distinctions, discover their customs. As you hear their tales, tell your own. It's similar to building a large, inclusive family in which each member feels valued due. When everyone unites, the world becomes a more lively and exciting place. 18. Be proactive in adapting to change. Adapt to change with initiative. Imagine life as a huge, thrilling adventure, an exciting journey with lots of adjustments and surprises. Things don't always stay the same, and that's all right. That's simply how our excitement reveals how adjusting to change is similar. Superhero powers are all about being adaptable and prepared for anything that approaches you rather than see change as an opportunity rather than a problem. To develop and pick up new skills is similar to putting interesting twists in your journey tale. Let's say you possess a magical cape that aids in managing any curves and twists. This cape is ready for your optimistic outlook, to transform obstacles into chances, so when life presents, reveals yourself and do your magic. Accept the shift and transform it into a fresh phase of your incredible journey. Since ultimately, the modifications that authentically tell your tale. 19. Give mental health first priority. Give priority to your mental well-being. Mind as a garden, overflowing with ideas and sentiments require attention, just like plants do. Your intellect also requires love. The key takeaway is to look after your in the mental garden. Consider self-care as nourishing and caring for your mental growing stuff is what makes a gardener. Feel wonderful, such as taking a moment to yourself, require it, or engage in activities that joy. See your thoughts as a companion. You wish to be polite to it, yet that asking for assistance is acceptable. Picture yourself speaking with a friend when you require assistance. Getting mental health care is, in that sense, it's bold, intelligent, and keep in mind that everyone has mental garden. Therefore, let us dispel the notion that it's important to discuss it. So let's make it seem as natural as discussing our preferred pastimes. Therefore, treat your thoughts gently. Take care of yourself to nourish your mental garden. And understand that asking for help is okay. As a happy mind is a healthy mind, similar to how a well-kept garden blossoms with grace. Encourage citizenship across borders. 20. Promote international citizenship. View the globe as a single entity. Large neighborhood in which each person is a neighbor outside of your immediate surrounds. Increase your perception of obligation to consider the welfare of neighbors hailing from various regions. Of being a global citizen around the world means recognize the wider picture. Acknowledging that obstacles encountered by globally, others are a part of our shared narrative as opposed to merely watching vigorously. Involve ing in creating the global A better neighborhood is one where empathy is your entry pass for the world of global connections. By imagining yourself in their position, contribute to a cheerful and peaceful. The world community recalls a modest deed of kindness crosses boundaries to create a reverberating ripple effect worldwide. Thus, those are the 20. Classical teachings derived from the wisdom of Serbia and displayed a contemporary touch has the power to mold your existence. Positively, they don't focus on success, perfectionism, instead of their walking milestones for development and ongoing expansion. I'd like to push you to embrace these ideas and incorporate them into your daily existence and observe they possess this transformational ability. Travel isn't about arriving at a perfect. Declare that you're committed to changing, improving upon your current self. Your daily objective is to internalize. Use these lessons to direct your by my choices and behaviors. I convey my profound thank you for your valuable time and consideration. If you felt that these ideas spoke to you, I ask you to establish more connections, such as, and by doing this, you will not only encourage the information, while simultaneously participating in a group committed to lifelong learning and progress. Your involvement fosters our cooperative search for insightful information. I appreciate your important contribution to this path, and let's move on together. Investigating the knowledge that inspires us in the direction of our finest selves.